Hey folks, DJ with Rabbit Squirrel Garage, and today we're going to try and, well, I got in the new kickstand relay, so we're going to put that on the bike. I bought it used, I couldn't find one new, but it looks brand new to me, so, and it's not burned on the end like the other one. That's a good sign. So yeah, we're going to put this on and turn it on, see if we get the lights all come on and everything, and we may try to crank it over. There's no gas in it, so I just want to see if the engine will turn over. I don't want to try to run it right now because there's bolts missing in the casing, and there's just bolts that need put back in all over the place. So we're going to have to do that before we actually try to start it and run the bike. But yeah, I just want to get this on and see if we can get it to turn over. So let's get going. Alright, here we are. We're back at the bike, and I see everything here, and now I just need to figure out where to put this new relay in. Don't remember which one it was attached to. Up here. There it is right there. Okay. This goes on here. There we go. Alright, now I need to reattach the battery on the other side. I've got the positive pulled off while I was working on all the electrical. So let me go over and put that back on and we'll come right back. Okay, we got the battery hooked back up. We've got everything plugged back in. I did see one plug over there that I don't know where it went. It wasn't connected to anything, this one here. I don't know what it plugs into, but there was something in it. So there may be another one up here. Tell you what, let's get the bike down a little bit and we'll figure that out. Alright, let's get this dropped just a little bit. Try and get a better look down inside of it. Well, I'm not seeing what that plugs into. I'm not sure. I don't think I unplugged that. It looks like the fuel pump isn't. Maybe that's what that is. It's the fuel pump. Okay, well, let's just first off see if we can get the lights to come on. I'll take you off the stand here for a second. Okay, so as you can see, the headlight is working. Let's go for some bright lights. Yep. Looks like the blinkers. Well, we don't have rear blinkers at all on the bike, so that's why it's kind of flashing funky, but it is flashing. Let's try the other side. Same thing. Okay. Now we've got them going, so let's just see if we can get it to crank over real quick. You can kind of see the top of it going down, which I'm assuming is like a starter relay, and I can hear it attempting to start, but it's not going to. So let's go see what we can look at. Give me 1 second. Okay, we got it now down on the ground. I can get a better view of everything. Lights are on. It doesn't say we're in neutral. Maybe that's the problem. Okay. Well, we heard it clicking, so it's attempting to do something. I think we might need to fix this clutch first so we can get it in and out of gear easier. And see how that does it. But we got some clicking, so that means, you know, we're a little closer. Alright, let's take a look at the clutch, see what we can do. We had a couple issues here. One, the oil light stays on even when I'm in the off position. See, I can get the key out. Light stays on. So this is run and this is park and the light stays on. When I put it on run, the light goes off. So I'm gonna have to figure out what that's all about. But I mean it's just gonna run the battery down. But first and foremost, I'm gonna get this clutch figured out. We got the wire here. Am I zoomed in too far? No. Let's get this clutch figured out. We got the hose coming down here, going right through this piece, up and over, and then right into this, and then this goes down into there somewhere. So I'm gonna have to take a look at that. Let's go over on the other side. Okay, we're on the other side now, and here's our clutch hydraulic line. And where does it go? All the way down and then back over to the other side. Yes, it comes down here, and then this is it right here, goes right into there. That's an awfully weird way to run it, but I guess that's so it's hidden out of place. Okay, so what we need to do is try to bleed this a little bit, and there's a bleeder valve right there. That's good for us. There it is. Okay. So it's an 8mm for that bleeder valve right there. We'll lay that there. One of the other issues I have is that this is at such an extreme angle that it's leaking fluid on me. So it's coming out if you see, the inlet's up here, but the handlebars, you know, it's so angled that by the time the fluid gets up here, it's just barely covering that and it starts spilling out. So I'm gonna have to figure out a way to do that without spilling a lot of fluid. How am I gonna do that? I can't turn the wheel. I have to unstrap it, maybe roll it backwards a little bit, and then turn the wheel so that hopefully that's level. So give me a minute. Well, while I'm playing with this thing, I can't necessarily get my foot up under this. So I'm gonna have to let it out a little bit with this bar right here. There it is, 8mm. Okay, so I'm gonna put some rust eater on that real quick. It doesn't look like it's been moved in a while. Just put that on, let it soak a bit. There we go. Get the other one loose. These two on the end have to be loose before you can adjust the bar itself. What I'm trying to do again is raise this up. So yeah, it might be too much. I don't want to leave it too crazy. So let's put it back and we'll adjust it from here instead. It looked like I could adjust it with just this. I mean, I could have, but it's taking it way too much and I don't want to do that. So alright, what do we got here? 10mm, right? Yeah. Okay, let's pull this off a little. There we go. Is that about right? Let me get on the bike and see. Yeah, that's good. Let's bring it maybe down just one more. No, too far. Right there. That looks good to me. Okay. There. That's in neutral. Okay, well, I've got the bike in neutral, and as you can see, it's still at quite a bit of an angle here. But I really don't have much of a choice. I don't know how else to do it. Unless I just take the whole thing off, which I do not want to do. So what's it say to use here? Pt4 brake fluid. Okay, let's get some Pt4 brake fluid. Alright, well, I don't have any Pt4 brake fluid. I've only got Pt3. But what we're going to do, just go ahead and take this off. Add just a little bit of Pt3, because it's mostly full right now. Add just a little bit of Pt3, and then we'll have to drain the line and redo it anyway. So there's that. Let's get the cover off and the rubber seal. Yeah, it's starting to bleed some through now. Yeah, so what I'm doing is I'm just pumping the handle and holding it for a second, and then breaking this open and letting a little bit drain out. It's not coming out much, but it is coming out. This might take a minute. Okay, that was just taking forever. So what I decided to do is hook my little pump to it and just see if I can suction it out, you know. Now, there we go. We got some fluid going. Close it back up. And I just keep doing that until I get a good amount of fluid coming through it. There we go. Looking good. Alright, now let's tighten it back up. Now we should be able to bleed a little bit easier. So let's give that a whirl. Basically all I did was just suck the fluid down in, and you can see up from up here that, yeah, it did suck some in. So we've got a straight line, and the clutch is getting tighter now. I can see the piston moving inside. I got air bubbles coming out. Perfect. Now it's starting to get a little bit stiff again. I'm using Pt3 right now, but the brake fluid in here looks horrible, so we're going to bleed the whole system anyway. This is just to, you know, make sure it's actually working before we put any more labor into it. Okay, we've got air bubbles coming out now. That seemed to have worked, sucking the air through. We got air bubbles coming out. The clutch is getting tighter. I thought that this opened up right here, but it doesn't. It's about halfway back. So we are definitely, the inlet is definitely covered in oil or brake fluid now. So let me just real quick, I'll pull you up and let you see what it looks like when the bubbles are coming out. Can you see them there? Yeah. So that's what we're going to do, is just try to get all the air out of this line. So give me a few minutes and I'll get back to you. Okay, folks. It took a while. I just bled it by hand, and then it eventually stopped having air bubbles come out. I'm getting just a few still, but you can see right in here, sorry, right there, those two holes. One goes down, the other is like a return or something, I guess, because it starts spitting oil out. See it? And I squirted myself in the face one time with it. So yeah, clutch is working now. I can shift it in and out of gear. So there we go. Now we've got the clutch working. We've got the electrical back together. Still don't know why it won't start or why the battery light's still on. There's a couple things I'm gonna have to do, but other than that, that's how we bleed the clutch on this thing. Just keep pulling the handle, and then, you know, down here you can either just keep loosening and tightening, or you can attach a pump to it and just start sucking it through. The only reason you need the pump is just to speed things up. That's all it's really for. If you don't have one, don't worry about it. Just do it by hand. Squeeze the handle a few times, hold it, break the plug here, bleeder valve, break the bleeder valve, pump it again some more. Alright, so I just do like one, and I do nice slow motions, gives the air time to come out and out. Right there, and then I'd go down and break that bleeder valve, let some fluid come out, and then close it back up, and then just keep doing that. And that's the way to do it by hand. So let's go ahead and put the cap back on that, because we are done. Clutch is working. There we go. All right. So we got a working clutch today. We weren't able to start it, but we were able to get all the electrical, all the lights to turn on and work. I did so well, I got the brake light staying on all the time, or the oil light staying on all the time. So yeah, it's got oil, but in either way, that light shouldn't stay on when the bike's turned off. So I'm gonna have to trace that wire back and find out why that's doing that. But I think that's gonna have to wait till tomorrow. I'm running out of time. So I'm gonna go ahead and put just a trickle charger on it so that the battery stays going since that light's on. And we'll get back at it tomorrow, hopefully. So I appreciate you all watching, and if you could, go ahead and hit like, share, and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next video.